Today we're going to work on the lap zipper. I'm gonna use it on my A-line skirt, but you guys can use this technique for any of the other skirts, right? Like the basic two-dot skirt, the A-line skirt, the six-go skirt. So, and it will be the same, right? So it's the lap zipper, and my zipper measures let's see, 7. My zipper is 7 inches long, and remember that the zipper, how it measures, it's on the teeth. So when you're measuring the zipper, you measure the zipper on the teeth, not on the tape, because the tape will always be a little longer, right? So it's 7 inches, the teeth. So what I did is I press a interfacing on my seam allowances just because I need reinforcement where the zipper is going to be sewn. Alrighty, so let's get started. I have 7/8 of an inch seam allowance on the back for my zipper. Everything else pretty much it's half an inch on the side seams, half an inch on the waist, 7 3/4 on the back seam, and 3/8 of an inch on the hem, just because I'm gonna overlock and then I'm gonna turn it up, or I'm gonna do a roll hem. I still haven't figured that out. I don't know. So then what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna check where my 3/4 of an inch is on the sewing machine, right? So from here to 3/4. So this is the edge of the the edge of my see-through top. That's where my 3/4 are. Alrighty. So I'm gonna sew straight down, but before I do that, I need to measure where my zipper stops, right? So I'm gonna prepare my garment, the center back of the skirt. Let me pull back a little bit. Alrighty. So if I'm gonna mark, because I have a seam allowance of half an inch on the top. So from the upper stopper, I'm gonna mark, right? So I'm gonna start. This is where my seam allowance will be. Sorry, you cannot see. So this is where I'm gonna start sewing, right? The top. Alright, so let's measure. I should have a notch on the bottom of my skirt, but I don't, but I should. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark the wherever the zipper, the length of the zipper, right? We should have done all this on the table. So I'm going to stop right here, because I want to go around this little clip right here, and I'm going to be outside the bottom stopper right here. The bottom stopper, I'm going to go below it. Alrighty. So this is how long my zipper is. It should be my 7 inches. Alrighty. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to set up, sorry. I'm gonna set up the machine to the longest stitches that you have in your sewing machine. So I'm gonna do the longest stitches. Mine is 5. I'm gonna say 5 millimeters, but I'm not sure. I should check that out. Alrighty, so I'm going to start sewing. Very long stitches. Very long stitches. Right. So once I'm gonna stop. Let me show you the stitches. Right. Very long stitches. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop where the length of the zipper. And at that point, I'm going to reduce my seams to my regular is 2.2. That's my regular stitching, my stitch length. I need to make sure my edges are the same. So I'm gonna hold it together and I'm gonna continue. Let me move the camera. I'm gonna move the camera. I'm kind of far from it. There. So I'm gonna continue with my 3/4. I'm gonna continue with my 3/4 and making sure my both of my lengths are equal. I'm just letting the fabric go. I'm pulling it. So I'm gonna check. Yep, 3/4. Alrighty. So now, once our center back is sewn together, that's our center back sewn together. Oh. So now I'm gonna start sewing my zipper. Yes, I'm gonna sew the zipper. Alrighty. So the zipper. Oops, I'm off camera. Let me come this way. Raise it up. So the zipper. There's too much going on at the same time. So the zipper is gonna sew like this, right? So this is how the zipper is gonna go. So first of all, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to secure my zipper like this, right? I'm gonna secure it. But remember that I have my 1/2 inch marking on my zipper, so that's where I'm gonna start, right? Because I want my waistband just to finish up right very close to that upper stopper. Okay, so I have my 1/2 inch there. I'm gonna put a pin. I'm gonna bring it all the way down. So I'm gonna sew from the bottom up, right? From the bottom up, and I need to make sure the coil, the teeth of my zipper, they will be just right on my seam, right? Measure, I'm gonna come down, and this part right here, I like to use my regular zipper foot. I'm just gonna move my needle all the way to the left. You can use your zipper foot, but I prefer this one. This is what I like. So you guys, you know, you can use the zipper foot, right? So I'm gonna secure. And I need to make sure the coils are just right on my seam allowance. The coils just right on my seam allowance. When I'm getting closer to the end, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open up the zipper. Turn it to the side so you can open it up, and then I'm gonna continue. And I need to continue all the way. I'm not even gonna secure my stitches. So now I have my zipper secure to my back. Then I'm gonna fold it over like this. And I'm gonna stitch very, very close. See, I'm gonna stitch very, very close to my zipper teeth. I'm gonna go all the way. As you can see, the you have to have a little bit of a space in between your seam and your fold fabric. Okay. So now this time I'm going to secure. Let me change to my zipper foot so you guys can see it with the zipper foot. So I'm gonna be this way. I don't even have to move the needle or anything. It will go exactly where I need it. Right? So I will secure it this time. I'm gonna secure it. And I'm gonna go all the way to the top. I'm gonna go a little bit bigger on my stitching. Again, from almost to the top, needle down, sideways. We're going to open it up. I don't know if I'm having a hard time. It shouldn't be that hard. Okay, so now that is done. Okay, so and now my zipper is sewn to the to one side, right? So the only thing I need to do now, I need to fold it open, because now we're going to top stitch it, right? We're just going to top stitch, and we're going to work on the right side of the fabric. And my bottom stopper, I need to make sure I don't hit it with the needle. So my bottom stopper is right here, so that's where I'm gonna start stitching. So I'm gonna start stitching. So then my stitching is going to follow the outside of my zipper, and you can really see the stitches. You can really see right here where the seam is, and the zipper is just right here, because if you feel it, you'll be able to feel the zipper. Ready? So let's see, what should I do? Let me change the pressure foot. Okay. And